We begin with Odell Beckham Jr. and the Rams. And Odell Beckham Jr. has looked like a different player this postseason, guys. He's averaging more than twice as many receiving yards per game, twice as many first downs per game in the playoffs than he did in the regular season with the Rams. What's most impressive, though, is that he's catching 83% of the passes thrown his way. That's the highest rate by a wide receiver in a single postseason over the last 10 seasons. Incredible what he's done as he's made his way and found more rhythm in this Rams offense with Matthew Stafford. So, Mina, do you expect more of the same from OBJ on Sunday in the Super Bowl?
I do. First of all, because the opportunity will be there. Yeah. We talked a lot yesterday about how the Bengals would cover Jalen Ramsey. Still not quite sure, but we know that Cooper Kupp is going to get doubled. There will be safety help, whether it's just the safety shading over or a robber cutting off the crosses. At some point during this game, probably multiple points, Odell Beckham Jr. will have one-on-one opportunities, and when he has had those opportunities, he has been outstanding in the postseason. Facing man coverage, he has been targeted 11 times. Guys, he's caught 10 of those passes.
Wow.
I mean, he has averaged a yard more in separation than he did during the regular season. It's about his route running. It's about his hands. He is a fabulous secondary answer when Cooper Kupp is covered.
I love the word separation that you just used because it pops on tape. I think Odell has become substance over splash. You know, and in many ways, the old Odell is back, but he's just a different version. And what I mean by that was, like, remember the first couple years of his career when he was a superstar and breaking records, it was the big explosive plays downfield that he would create, those 30, 40-yard chunks. Nowadays, he's become more of a dominant intermediate receiver. You know, the 10 to 15-yard deep curls, ins, comebacks that he's dominating on, and it's kind of your concept of the separation. I would say this. If they are going to play Odell one-on-one, and this is in respect to those corners, they cannot check him over the course of 4 games. If they're just going to line up on the outside and say, we're going to play man coverage, Odell has a chance to get 10-plus catches again. So that's the challenge. And I think a lot of corners are falling into that mold right now when they're playing Odell Beckham. The interesting thing is when you get man coverage, and you know this, you often think of, all right, I got man coverage, let me take my shots downfield. But the way Odell is playing, if they get man coverage, it's let me wear you out on those ends, let me wear you out on the comeback and the curl route and just be that dominant possession guy.
Yeah, look, Dan, I like what you said, the efficiency for me.
Yeah,
right?
Good
The way he's playing is opening up things for other guys. I'm just glad we get a chance to talk about Odell Beckham Jr. like we talked about him.
Sure.
When he started this quest to be one of the best wide receivers in the league. But you get beneficiaries from guys like this in Cooper Kupp. When you talk about Van Jefferson, when you talk about Glenn, who had to step in for Tyler Higbee, but also the comfort level that Matthew Stafford has had created by Odell Beckham Jr. being added to this offense. We saw OBJ throw a rail route to Cam Akers.
Sure.
It's all things are being affected by him being the receiver on this team. More so, like the efficiency, his rapport with Matthew Stafford, we see that on display all the time. But when your eyes gravitate to other places on the field, there is space. There are areas that you can take advantage of because he is a wide receiver opposite of Cooper Kupp.
You know, receivers are very unique in their own personality in certain ways. And the one thing we talk about X's and O's. Oh, Lord, we talk about,
you know a thing or two about that?
Yeah, we talk about the X and the O's and things of that nature with OBJ, but it's more about personality. It's more about understanding fit, who he is as a person. And Ryan Yarbrough, who's a receiver coach, trained me at times throughout my NFL career. So I've been talking to him lately, and even when they acquired OBJ, just about what to expect, what to do. And one of the things that he said about OBJ is he's not selfish. He's not looking to be the star that he was in New York. He just wants to fit in, and everybody seems to feed off of him. That's why when you look at him getting early touches, they're 6-1 when he gets at least 4 catches in a game since they acquired him. 6-1. So that speaks to itself. Sean McVay is smart enough to know that if you don't get the football to a receiver early, Mina, we have the tendency at times to screw up a locker room.
You guys have the tendency to mess up locker rooms?
Every now and then. I can use some other words, but, you know, we at Disney. But we at Disney. I can't say it that way.
Mess up?
Is this your way of telling us you want to go first in the segment?
Why are we making you wait so long? Guys, Key's a changed man now, okay?
He and Odell are the same guy.
He's not going to do anything.
Our trust.
Exactly.
Just like Odell has
He's not going to do anything to mess with anybody's locker room. I also like this about Odell Beckham Jr. He has 13 first down receptions this postseason. The only players with more Cooper Kupp and Travis Kelce. Just tells you how important he's been.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.